Hello my people. So CBK has released the results for March Treasury bond auctions. The results for March 2025 Treasury bond auctions is out. And guess what? There is an oversubscription. Even with a low rate of 13%, CBK has received bids worth 47 billion, yet it was only looking at receiving or raising rather 25 billion, right? So I'd like us to go through these results and see how this paper performed in the market, and then we'll be picking one or two lessons out of it, right? Now, CBK was looking at receiving 25 billion, like I have said. It received bids worth 47 billion, out of which it accepted 35 billion. Out of this 35 billion, competitive bids was 25B, and non-competitive bids was 8 billion, right? Now, the coupon rate, like I said, is 13.4%, and it carried with it a tax rate of 10% because it's a long-term paper. This paper had accrued interest of 3.0923 shillings for every 100. In other words, ignoring the discount or ignoring the premium, if this paper was to be sold at par, for every 100 shillings, you would have remitted to CBK 103 shillings. I need you to understand that math because we're going to be using it somewhere, yeah? This paper had accrued interest of 3.0923. In other words, if it was sold at par, for every 100 shillings, you would have been sending to CBK 3.0923 shillings. What is the results like? Was it auctioned at a premium or at a discount? Now, CBK says that for every 100 shillings, you are going to be sending to CBK 100.3701. Not the 103, but 100.3701. And I just told you that at the point of auction, it had accrued interest of 3.0923. You'd have to send to CBK 103.0923, right? So now that CBK has asked us to send 100 and not 103, the element of accrued interest is still there. Has this paper been sold at a discount or at a premium? Yes, you are sending to CBK slightly more. If you put a bid for 100, you'll be sending to CBK 100.3701. But has this paper been sold at a discount or at a premium? What is your answer? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Has this paper been sold at a discount or at a premium? Now that you're sending to CBK 100.3701. Now, this paper, I don't want to go into the jargons of dirty price and clean price and what have you. This paper has been sold at a discount. Okay? It's been sold at a discount because it carried with it a low coupon rate, and then it was a long-term paper. So it's been auctioned at a discount, and that is why when you add on to that discount, the 3 shillings, you get 100.3701. If you want to know what its discounted price is, you can subtract the accrued interest element from that price of 100.3701. You'll get 97.2778. So this means that this paper has been sold to us at 97.27708, and then of course we add in accrued interest. Why? Because remember, this paper pays coupons in June and December, right? Now, the current holders of this paper have been accruing interest since December. Come June, if you're investing 1 million in it, or 100 million, or 1,000 shillings in it, 100,000 shillings in it, the person who had invested in this paper last year or previously, come June this year, you guys will be paid the same amount for as long as you are holding. The face value of your paper is the same. The person who had invested last year and you who is investing now, you'll be paid the same amount. That is why you always had to cater in the element of accrued interest. So this is what has happened. We have seen an oversubscription. Now, why do you think there is an oversubscription, yet it has low coupon rates? I told you that investment in bonds has two revenues. We have the coupon that we receive every 6 months, and we also have capital gain, right? So if you want to know why we have an oversubscription on this paper, it's because of those two reasons. The investors, mostly the institutional investors or investors who are actively trading in bonds, are now offloading the papers that they had, the IFBs that they had at higher interest rate, the 18%, the 17%, 16% IFBs. Then they make their capital gains and they invest at the prevailing market rates. So by so doing that, when you had invested, for instance, let me make it simple. If you had invested 1 million in the 18.5% paper, and now you can sell it in the secondary market at 1.3. What investors are doing is you sell that paper at the secondary market, the 18.5% paper, and then you make your capital gain, you receive your 1.3, and then you reinvest that 1.3 at the prevailing market rate so that your portfolio has increased, and at the end of the tenor, you'll have actually earned more. Benefited from the capital gain, and you also benefit from the coupons that you receive, right? So how has your investment in bonds in? Do you just buy your papers and then you wait for the coupons, or an active investor in the sense that whenever there is an opportunity for you to earn capital gain or to earn more, you go for it? You are able to dispose the high coupon paper, make your capital gains, and then reinvest again at the market rates. What type of an investor are you? See why you need to subscribe to this channel? Please press the subscribe button if you haven't, and thank you so much for being around. Let's meet on the next video.